Namo tassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Actually, we are teaching Abhidhamma according to Abhidhamma book. So we are reaching eighth session. Eighth session is like a first session is Chaita. Second is Chaitasika, mean the factors. That is classifying Chaita according to doors, roots, functions, etc. In the fourth session's process, teaching process. Fifth session's those realms, broader free Chaitas, like sleeping in Chaita. In the six materialities, Nibbana also. In the seventh, different terms of Abhidhammas. In the eighth session, Paticca Samuppada, dependent origination, and Patthana. So we have finished the Patthana. So according to that, we need to go to ninth session. Ninth session is mainly Samatha and Vipassana. So, but on the way, someone suggests to teach these things. It will be good. So, because of this, we're trying to teach. So, not much different from ninth session. Ninth session is teaching Samatha and Vipassana. Yeah, this is also Vipassana, only a little bit different approaching. So, our title or topic is the path to liberation. So, seeing life or existence in many special ways. So, actually, this is one translation. The translation of Vipassana. Vipassana. Vipassana, this word. Two words combining. We and Passana. We and Passana. Passana is a seeing. Passana is a seeing. We is in many special ways. Many ways, not just one or two ways. No normal way, it is a special way. So, many people who learn Vipassana, at least they may know short Pali sentence, which is a definition of Vipassana. Vividehi akarehi dhamme vividehi nechadi akarehi dhamme pasati Vipassana. So it is the definition of Vipassana. For the we, in the definition, they do vividehi. Vivida means many and special. That is the definition of we. For the definition of we, vividehi, vivida. Now we is special, vida is many. So because of this, in the word Vipassana, we is many and special. What is many and special? Next word, anicca di akarihi. Akarihi is ways. Many and special means ways. Many ways and the special ways. Like that. So, what are the ways? A little bit mentioned. Anicca di akarihi. Anicca, etc. Anicca, etc. So, ways are anicca, dukkha, anatta, etc. So it is many. So if we do wider ways, will be 40. It can be more than that. If we read the Suttas, Buddha's teachings, Buddha teach in many different ways. So it is a definition of Vividehi, anicca di akarihi. Many special ways. Passaditi, Dhamme Passaditi. Passadi is which you can discern, which you can see. So, see what? So, object is putting Dhamme. Dhamme is things. Usually here we put life. Life and things are the same. Life also one of things. Things are also life. So, our things are our life. Our body is also life. So Dhamma, especially worldly things, everything, not just if we say life, how you will understand, I don't know, but everything in the world we can see. So this is the object, not in the word vipassana. Vipassana is just seeing in many special ways. Life is we put as a object of seeing. So in scripture, just Dhamme. Dhamme is everything. Worldly dhammas, worldly things, what are connected to us, everything. Only not including supramundane dhamma, like a nibbana, not including. Because a nibbana, you no need to see as a vipassana. Nibbana is the end of vipassana, gaining. So, this seeing is that's the pasana, the definition of pasana, seeing, which you can see life in many different ways. So, this is seeing means not seeing by eye, naked eye, seeing with wisdom, or mentally seeing. We may say mentally seeing, or seeing with wisdom. So, this is the definition of vipassana. So, we need to see ways are mentioning the nature, dukkha, etc., or impermanence, suffering, non-self, etc. So, about the impermanence, the definition of impermanence is 10. It is in the Visuddhimagga, in the Paticambbidamagga. The definition of suffering is 25. The definition of non-self is 5. So 10, 25, 5 is 40. 40 ways we will teach. So usually may start nature, dukkha, anatta, but we will start from the anatta, from the end. From the end. Some people say everything you learn, it is difficult in the beginning. So start from the end is better. Really discerning is start from the anatta to have another view. Usually they start anatta view. Anatta view is also the most difficult. About the impermanence, easy to accept because it is quite easy to see. Everything's are changing. That is quite easy to see. Dukkha, suffering also. It is also quite easy to see. Even in Bodhisattva, in the Bodhisattva's life, he can teach nature, impermanence, dukkha, suffering, but anatta cannot teach. Anatta only in the Buddha life he can teach. About the nature, about the dukkha, he can teach in some lives also. So anatta is really Buddha's teaching, not common to any other teachers. So because of this, to see anatta seem to be difficult to accept as a non-self. So because of this, we will start non-self. Practically discerning also. If someone do systematically, may start from the anatta. So anatta is page number 24. And then 24 or okay, page number 24 in your book. Later I will see my Myanmar book. But they're quite the same. This explanations, translations according to Pa-Auk manual book, but I may explain a little more. So usually these are after like a discerning materiality, mentality, cause and effect. This one trying to teach, trying to learn. So some people think this is a very deep situation. And normally cannot do, normal people cannot do, they may think. Most of practitioners in our environment. But these views we can hold normally, or may say shallowly. Also, we can do until very deep situation. For example, running. Running is everybody can do. By running, everybody may get some result, but some people cannot be champion. So, if you want to get until champion, you need to do more systematically. You need more powers. Need to practice more. But some are just to be healthy. You can run something like that. In the same way, these views is really for the liberation. But in life, to be comfortable, to have a healthy mind, because this is a right view. Once you hold the nature of right view, will help you to be less problem, to be comfortable in life. So have those differences. How much based on how much you want to do, how much energy you have. Surely everybody cannot be champion. Some people quality is very, very less. So some people can do. Because of this, this is can do for the daily life. Also can go very deeply. And until to get champion. So we will go about the anatta, non-self. Number one is anatta door. In Bali, ending in door. Because of this, we say 40 door. 40 door, anatta door. Anatta door is as a non-self. we should see life as a non-self. It is a special way. Normal people don't do. Normal people is, this is my soul, this is me. If not me, what is that? So, this is a special way of seeing non-self. But people think self, soul, or me, or mine, like that. These are, according to Buddha's teaching, just a word, no reality. They have a view, this view, but just a view, not reality. Because there is no reality as a soul, or me, or mine, this is we call the wrong view. Reality and their view is different. Their view is different. Because of this, we have to say wrong view. So, also not beneficial. Once we think me, mine, or self, it is make many problems. Also not reality. Because of not reality as a nature will make many problems. So one time the old man come to the Buddha. Old man is he is like Buddha's father, very friendly with the Buddha. His name is Janakābhivaṃsa. So I'm old, he said. I cannot come to you, Kananga. But my body is always sick. So please teach me to be beneficial for a long time. So the Buddha said, if someone wants to be healthy about this body, even for a short time, it is just foolishness. It cannot be. So, although the body is pain, you try not to pain in the mind. In this way, you should practice. Body may pain, but try practice not to pain in mind. So, just this teaching, the Buddha teach. So after that man approached to the Sariputta. Sariputta explained that means to practice non-self, not to occupy feeling as a feeling. Perception as a perception about this body, have a perception. So that is go by according to aggregates. Generally, this body is just a body. Let's say have details. But not to occupy as a me or mine, like that. Yes, if we think this is not me, not mine, whatever then happen, no problem. Many people are sick, we are no problem. So although die, we may not cry because we don't occupy. We may help them, like the doctors also they help people, patients. They are not worried, just helping. So people approach to the doctor. But doctor no worry. In the same way, Arahantas, they take care body, but they are not dependent on the body. What is happening in the body, but although pain or no pain, their mind is not pain. Because of this view, this right view is very strong, very much understanding about the non-self. So normal people, if you hear the Buddha's teaching a bit better, if you contemplate or think deeply, Gananga, according to Buddha's teaching, will be better. So if you really improve, like Arahanta, it becomes champion. So about that view, the mind will not pain, So normally many people are dependent on body, approaching as a self. Also many problems, many worry coming out. It is a result. So by thinking as a soul or self, it is not beneficial, also not reality. Nobody can be like that. So to understand non-self, we need to understand what is a self. So self is not reality. The wrong view person's view, just a view, just a saying. What is their idea? What is the idea of self? They say sami. Sami. In the Bali you can see Sami. Sami is the owner of this body. So in some part of body, they think there is one owner. Maybe in the feeling, maybe in the materiality, maybe in the perception, maybe in the consciousness or sankhara. Somewhere there is owner. So that is their view. So owner means own this body. Own this body. So it is not reality, their view, their thinking. Own means if I own this cup, you cannot do anything. This must be according to my desire. I may break, I may keep it fresh. But in this body, we cannot, we not own. Why? If the weather is bad, this body will suffer. That means it's connected to weather. So in the same way, if we cannot find good food, this body will suffer. So it is so. This body is connected to food. So not just my property. Other people, once they hit you, may pain. So because of this, many connection. This body is many connection. We cannot occupy. This is mine. So no owner inside. No one. Nothing. Those things. So because of no owner, this is a non-self. Self is the owner, so no owner in the body. So they may think there is an owner, just they are thinking. So it is we are saying as a negative. If we say positive, if what is a non-self, if so, what is this? That is the Buddha may explain in detail. Now we trying to see negative first, non-self. So another definition of self is a nivasi. Nivasi is staying in the body, something staying in the body long time. Although the person die, that then not die, move to another life. Like a bird staying in a tree. If you cut a tree, the bird climb another tree. Tree may fall down, birds are not die. So in the same way, life after life. Once this life passed away, something change another life. That is their idea. Their idea is nivasi, not reality. So what is a reality? Reality is everything in this life all are passed away. Next life is a new one. But have a connection, not directly going without dying. Die, but produce another one. Not really new one without connection. Have a connection, but not older one. For example, you may see flame, candle flame, like the same thing. But we can see wines are less and less. That means previous wine burning, another wine is supporting. If so, that light is no permanent light. One is losing, the other is filling. In the same way, this electricity we see like the same light. Actually, previous lights are passed away. Because of generate electricity, filling. If in Myanmar, nature is more obvious. Because of filling not enough. So blinking. Here not blinking. So even this hand may move by this one. So according to Buddha's teaching, every materiality here, no time to move. All here disappear, die. But by changing them, arising and perishing, arising and perishing, arising and perishing. So this body, even mentality, materiality, from this minute to another minute, not the same. Changing you see my sound. I'm speaking, producing one after another, not the same. One sees, another mind produce the sound, after that disappear. Other materiality also the same. Because of this, one time we eat, after even need to eat another, because of all food are produced as a materiality. After that, no more food. You need to feel again. If so, where food process will continue. In the same way, weather process. Once this weather you change, heat, where body will change. Another process will be bad. So, in the same way, mind producing materialities. Now your mind is, I think, quite okay. Not so long yet. If a long time teaching, you may be disappointed. So at that time, appearance, like a yawning, stretching, like that. So it is another process. So produced by mind. So nothing stable. Everything's as a process changing. So based on causes, maybe good changing, maybe bad changing. Generally, overall, bad changing, because older and older, weaker and weaker. So if you eat good food, maybe a little bit better. If you stay another good weather, if you have a good mind, another cause is karma. It is a bit far, difficult to see as a cause and effect. Some causes are a bit far. We cannot do connection. So some food we know very well. This food get energy, or this food is bad. Some food we cannot know. Only doctor. Doctor need to instruct. Yeah, this food is no good. After a long time, who you will be? Something like that. So they study very well. They know connections. So in the same way, food is effective for our body. It is quite clear. In the same way, weather. In the same way, mind. But one cause is karma. Karma is usually we have done in the past. So which karma will produce? Not so sure. Those people eating in the same, staying in another same weather, but effective is not the same. Gene or karma, it is different. So based on that, changing a little bit can be good, can be bad. So changing within life is not so obvious, but near the past way. It is a bit, changing point is very big. This life and that life. If our karma is good, can be deva and human. If our karma is bad, if a bad karma will produce between lives, next life can be woeful state. Maybe like animal body. Animal body is the same materiality, mentality, but their body is bad because of bad karma, because of anger, delusion, greedy mind. And so body will be like with the horn, with the tail, like that. So anyway, nothing transfer to another life without dying. Everything die, but as a process may continue. So not have a nivasi, the cell or self or soul staying in the body. It is just their thinking, just their view. So it means a non-self. We need to contemplate non-self. This body is not me, or not my body, non-self. If we contemplate, it is a right view. Right views are arising, right thoughts are arising, right efforts are arising. So need to think again and again, many times, not just one time. Because now, for example, I am speaking English. I need to speak again and again, better and better only. So that's the knowledge increasing, improving are there. But this word and this is speaking and not another speaking, not so obvious. But as long as you are speaking English, it is improving. I don't feel it now. I'm already good, I think. But if I don't speak a very long time, it will change. Very easy to change because basically I'm Myanmar speaking. So, in the same way, our view is we have a self. This is me, this is mine. That is the original view. Because of the Buddha's teaching only, we try to change non-self. Need to contemplate Gananga, need to think deeply. So if we do Gananga, knowledge is one by one, one after another arising. If it is mature, we will react suddenly with the knowledge. Although other people say may not be painful. This is not my body. So there is some saying, one CRO in Myanmar, he usually teach those things. So because he has some view, other people doesn't like this view. So say, CRO, someone complaining you, criticizing you. They just criticizing now. I'm criticizing a long time myself, and long times ago. I'm criticizing. I don't like my body because he thinks this is non-self. I say suffering. This body is a suffering. This is the body is a non-self. So problem is stuck from our view, not other people is saying. As long as we have a body, whether you complain or not complain, body a lot of suffering giving, pain here, pain there, pain, cold or hot, or hungry or overeating. So many problems that this body producing. The source problem is this body, no other people is saying. Because of this, once the other one says, CRO, someone is complaining you, criticizing you. CRO reply, they just complain now. I'm complaining long times ago about this body. So not painful, no problem like that. So that is a right view's nature. Although situations are not stable, but right view make it stable. So body may once the body get a disease, normally that is a difficult situation. But if you have a non-self view, no more difficult. So situations no go, but wisdom can stand, can balance. So, but not easy. Need to contemplate. Need to do a Gananga, because we have an old perception as a soul. So it is a nivasi. Next one is a karaka. Karaka is a doer. Self is a doer. Because some people say non-self. If so, who speak? Who speak? Who listen? Who is the doer of this action? Because we speak, sometimes we smile, very funny action. Very. The Buddha also in the Dhammapada also say something. Passa Chaitakatam Bimpa, Dhammapada stanza 147. So see this statue done strangely. Done strangely. Please see this statue. This is a statue done strangely. Done strangely is surely very strange. This one, with the hair or 2 hands, 2 legs. Sometimes a smile and sometimes a speaking. What is this? Done strangely. But Arugaya and Samosidan. Arugaya is like a painful body. Always painful body. Painful body means you sit now, even another 1 hour, start to pain. That is not healthy position. unhealthy one is, you cannot sit a long time, cannot sleep a long time, cannot go a long time. That means unhealthy. Someone if move you should think he's not so healthy. Healthy one, sitting can do long time, standing also can do long time. This is quite healthy one. So normally we are human, although we say healthy, only we may be able to sit 1 hour, 2 hours. After that, no more. Not like a Dewa. Dewa, the Buddha go there, teach Abhidhamma, 3 months, one sitting. 3 months, one sitting. Their body is healthier. So compared to them, we are very weak. We are very weak. So some animals, only a few days they can last. But they themselves may say we are very healthy. Compared to our body, because our body is better, made by wholesome deeds. So because of this, we can be better than some animals, insects, but cannot be better than devas. So because of this, like unhealthy one's movement, after 1 hour, 2 hours, we have to change. So this one, because everybody is the same, we accept. But if we try to compare to devas, these are not healthy. So always a pain, rising up, bone fast. We main frame is bone. After that, to be flexible, put sinews or veins. So after that, sima, put flesh. Put flesh. So flesh is a bit disgusting, wet, covered by skin. So this body is built in this way. So movement is flexible, can smile, can blink, can communicate, can produce a sound, better than machine. But no, some machine can speak very well. So some hotel I heard served by statue, robot. They say robot. We also robot actually. This body is a robot together with the mentality. So mentality and materiality working together. So now I'm speaking is that's a mentality mate. So working together. But anyway, this is also statue done by strangely. More strange than robot, because a robot just a materiality. They may catch you a sound, they may catch you a picture. Only robot have an ear, it is a recorder. Robot have an eye, it is a camera. So camera and recording, maybe robot cannot get a smell. We have a smell catcher. It is a nose. In the same way, taste and touching, also thinking. So we are more strange than robot, because we have a mentality. So because of this, the Buddha said, you should see this statue done by strangely, always a painful body. Cannot sit. Robot something better, maybe able to sit longer than us. Can serve 24 hours. Problem only if a person snoring. So the robot is one robot is thinking, calling to her, but the person is not calling, just snowing. So that robot is fired. How to say? Fired. Remove her job. Because our guest is sleeping time snoring. Because snowing, she think calling her, make a noise. Guest wake up. So understanding not so good that a robot removed from her job. So this robot is strangely done, but painful. This body occasionally painful. We cannot sit a very long time, cannot stand a very long time. Once a bit long, become painful. So rising up, many disease. Bahu Sankappa. Bahu is many, Sankappa is a thought. many thoughts. About this body, we have many thoughts. So this is me, very great, educated professor or manager, like that. About this statue, we have a great thought. You cannot look down, So it is a bahusankappa, many thoughts. But there is no stability in this body. Nothing stability. So no duwa. Working, no duwa means small factors working in each passion. Once together, become very great. Something like a radio. Radio is speaking music or playing. Everything can do. Quite strange. But if you take out each functions, you will know. No duwa inside. Just each function, some small things are doing. In the same way, car running on the road. So it is a group of function. But if you see each, wheel is just turning. No more than that. Steering is a steering. Petrol is a petrol function only. Nothing important. No one controlled. Just each function they do as each. Also, they don't have a encouragement stimulation. Hey, wheel, you should do turning and steering and will turn left and right. Not have this desire. Just they do their jobs. In the same way, this body, we have a mentality, materiality, small functions we have, but not totally doer. So next idea is Vedika. Vedika is who feel this body. In this body, there is someone who feel every day, feel happy, sad, or like that. So we have in Buddha's teaching, feeling aggregate, feeling mental factor. But that mental factor is rising and perishing, changing. No, only this function he can do. Just feel happy, feel sad, feel neutral. Not always being alive. It is changing. So different from their view. Their view is who feel staying inside, not die, something solid. Next one is Datayaka. The view of self is Datayaka. Datayaka is a manager, managing in this body. Now I am speaking. One of them is managing to speak, like that. But Buddhist, according to Buddhist view, no have manager. Mind want to speak. Mind producing materialities about this, around this area, shaking. So flesh are touching each other, producing sound. So this is we need to be clear how we speak, how we move hands, how we eat. So how to work. For example, if you understand about the car, you may know very detailed. Once you open car, so how it work, each detail. So you may not think there is a being in the car, but when we was young, we think maybe a being in the engine. So like that, a being in the engine. If you really understand about the engine, you may know no being, just something functioning. So like that, no manager in this body. So about the self, the idea of self is a owner, staying without dying, which can stay in the body without dying. Karaka, doer, vedika, who feel, a datayaka, who manager. Not have those things, although they think. There is a word, self. There is a view, but no reality. No reality. So by understanding like that, by thinking like that, you need to contemplate. There is a non-self. May say another way, not me, not mine, not myself. So if so, it is a right view. It is a right view. So It is beneficial. So it will lead to Nibbana. Nibbana is opposite of anatta. Also opposite of anatta cannot say atta. So this term is paramatta. Paramatta is superior things. Nibbana is one of a reality, but cannot say atta. Nibbana also anatta. Anatta, but something solid, something superior meaning, superior things. Paramatta, Pali usage. So anatta, this is anatta. So because of being embodied from Sami, Nivasi, Karaka, Vedika, Detayaka, lack of Sami, Nivasi, Karaka, Vedika, that's the anatta. So in each part of body, all are no Sami, no Nivasi, no Karaka, no Vedika, no Detayaka. Every part, even mentality, materiality, no have this nature. We have a surely body, we can touch. No, but this is not self. Something. Something is later we will explain what are they in this body. If a non-self, surely something we have because we can touch. We can touch. We have a thought. We have a happiness or sadness. It is a non-self. But what is that if a non-self? So that is what we say positive view. This is a negative. Saying as a negative, not by using a not. So positive usage is we're not using not. Directly we use. It is later. So we will go next one. Sonya do. Void, emptiness. Sonya is being void or emptiness. Emptiness means not like some other view. Some emptiness is quite used. Emptiness is some people say body, the sun. Later they see empty, nothing like that. In the meditator's mind. So I'm reaching emptiness. But surely not empty. Other people surely can touch you. Sure, at that time you will know. Not empty. Why empty? Because they are because of right practicing, they have light, wisdom light. Wisdom light can shine, can penetrate. So, but they don't know the way to reflect. The object is a little bit despair from their mind. Not because of not having, because of they don't know how to see. Because of not knowing how to see, they cannot see anything. So at that time they say empty. Actually not empty, surely. If someone say empty, just touch, beat, where the object will appear. So object is have, still have, but only they think they don't see. If you see, body is surely have. So so if you really see, body is cannot be empty, always having. After maybe passed away, if Arahanta you cannot see, it is another. As long as you are alive, if you see body, it cannot be empty. If you see empty, you are not just not seeing. Things are there, but you cannot know, or you cannot know how to see. So, like X-ray, if our flesh may not appear in the X-ray because the ray is very strong, go into that. But not mean we don't have a flesh. Flesh have, but X-ray is may penetrate into the flesh. Cannot say that is nothing, just going into. But knowledge is, if you want to see flesh, you can see flesh. If you want to ignore, can ignore. It is okay. For example, if you see this flower, you may forget about your body. So although body is have, body is existing, So, because of this, they say emptiness is sometimes they cannot take the object. Their mind don't know how to take object. So, because of this, they say empty. Even anapana breathing, once the breathing is subtle, some people, oh, no more breath. It is quite obvious. Breathing is having. But if between like that, when a meditator practice breathing, a few times the mind and body calm. Breath is very subtle. But the mind not yet increasing, not yet power enough to know subtle breath. So at that time, in between, they say no breath. Surely there is a breath. So if that person decide there is a breath, because of weakness, I cannot see. If I develop my concentration, I will see. Trying to know. Later, will know. Although it is subtle, because of mind power is increasing. So, and this emptiness is different. Emptiness of atta, soul. Emptiness of soul. Emptiness of self. So self is we explained before. So owner, there is an owner. No owner. Emptiness of owner. So some people think there is a nivasi, doer, who feel, manager. No those things. Emptiness of those things. So you can reflect this body, emptiness of me or mine or soul, like that. So it is empty, nothing. So normally, when we will understand about that, when we are near to die, helpless, nothing. We think this body is great. Many saying, but finally nothing. At that time, a little bit may know. Oh, I should do something beneficial things. Normally don't know, do not important things in life. So finally we cry. So nothing beneficial. So we are thinking is this body very important, will last a long time, very great. This is me, like that. But finally, the nature will show, cannot do anything. Everything we have learned, education or earning money, family, all have to relinquish. So totally not own. This is my son, my daughter, my property, although my not really mine. So have to. That is our just a view, our thinking. Reality is not connected. Even own body, we cannot depend on. So nothing, emptiness of me, emptiness of self. So we can reflect in this way. If we reflect, knowledge arising. This effort is samavayama, right effort, right concentration. Putting in the mind on the body in this way is a right concentration. You may concentrate on some other things. It is a concentration, but not sama, well concentration, well keeping in the mind. So this knowledge can lead to nibbana, which is to say paramasonya, superior emptiness. Nibbana is a paramasonya, superior emptiness. Emptiness, it is a superior. So emptiness means nibbana also not have soul, but it is a superior. Once we can take that object, our life is very safe. Anytime can be happy, no worry, very stable. Anytime can see. So different from worldly things. Worldly things, we hold this body as a me, it is a problem. If I hold many more problems, if this is my son, this is my daughter, my car, my house, seem to be good. If many mine, more problems, more problems. Because of this, who understand those situations, only they take necessary things, not want to be so many mine. So, yeah, we must eat something. So we must have dwelling in place. We must have something. In the same way, wearing medicine, but more than that, not so useful. Together with the danger, the Buddha says sensualities enjoying is very little, very less, but a lot of suffering. A lot of suffering. You may have a husband and wife, quite enjoying, but a lot of suffering. In the same way, son and daughters, wealth and monies, those can enjoy something neat, but also a lot of suffering. So have these things. So because of this, those are emptiness, just emptiness. Nibbana is emptiness, but superior. To see Nibbana is good, never spoil, never changing. Whenever we see Nibbana, no have a side effect, just a happiness, not like different from worldly things. So more reliable, more dependent. So Sonyado. Next one is Parado. Parado. Parado is the other, stranger. The other. This body is the other, stranger. Not me. So the definition is because of not following our desire, have to say stranger. Someone who is a stranger, not your relatives, not your friend, will not follow your desire. Although you say do this and that, he will not listen you. So that person we have to say he is a stranger. So in the same way, this body, we wish to be beautiful all the time, to be happy all the time, to be stable. That is our wish. But this body will not follow. Eating, for the food, we serve the best as much as we can. Dwelling in place, the weather, we trying to be good, putting echo, to be okay for the body, to be young, not to be old, healthy, not to die. But actions are different, What the hair slowly white, the teeth are slowly broken. So actually, we brush every day. The best toothpaste, we trying to find out such internet. So like that, we trying to pursue it to follow our desire, but never listen. Reactions are different, weaker and weaker, older and older. Later, we die. Everybody, no, not somebody. Everybody in the past, everybody in the future, everybody in the present. So these people now we think all are great, but after maybe 50 years, 70 years, all are gone. So not following our desire. Because of this body is a stranger. We should think stranger. It is better. Stranger we should combine. This is my friend. It will be suffer. Surely. Because he don't follow our desire. But I think my friend, how suffering it is. So in the same way, this body, as if we think my body, a friend, surely will suffer. Better to think a stranger. Stranger. It is the right way. It is the right view to think. The Buddha teach prato, to contemplate as a others. It is establishing a right view, gaining knowledge. The more you do, the better you will be. So that knowledge will lead to Nibbana. Nibbana here use apara-picchaya. Apara-picchaya. Apara-picchaya is inya-picchaya virahita. Being avoid other causes. Nibbana is no other causes. So stand itself. So our body is not standing itself. Many causes. Food also one cause, weather also one cause, our mind also one cause, karma also one cause. If other people hit, we're pain again. Accidents are like that. So many causes. Because of many causes, we only desire occupy, craving, with a craving occupy. That is just, how to say, illusion. Illusion, not really. Nibbana, okay, Nibbana, no have other cause. Aparabhicaya. Nibbana can stand itself. Once you see, it is not, will not destroy. Can see every time. So, because of this, Nibbana is aparabhicaya, no other causes. Stand itself. Nibbana is a permanent one, unchangeable one. Because of this, nowhere people are trying to get that. To get Nibbana, you cannot reach directly Nibbana. You're trying to see this body as a suffering, as a non-self. If you really don't want this body, the mind will go itself. If we know this is a suffering really, we can relinquish this one. As long as we love this one, we cannot part from this one. So, Nibbana is another side, worldly things another side. Whoever loves worldly things surely will not reach Nibbana. So, the more you dislike about worldly things, the nearer you are to Nibbana. So, because of this, the Buddha always teach to contemplate like a negative view. Suffering, do not as a suffering. But people are suffering, thinking as a happiness. Hold suffering as a lovable things. So, cannot reach. So the way to contemplate, special way to see for liberation is others. This body is the main things. The other things also others, not our own. Whatever you have, one day will lose surely. So next one is avidaya daya in Bali. Avidaya daya is cannot be able to manage. This body cannot manage. Whoever trying to manage this body will lose. Bodybuilding or something like that. So they do, but no success. Seem to be success, but very little. Every I go to park, we also have to go. So go to park, and many people walking, doing exercise, dancing. This is managing body. What the mean? Please not to old, not to be old. Please not to be dying, like that. That's the managing, trying to manage. So has established a hospital, learn how to survive. Doctors are learning very seriously with a lot of effort. So until now, they cannot sustain even one person to be very long life. Only a little bit within some period they can do. So society, our people are trying very much to manage this body, not to be old, not to be sick, not to be dying. But until now, no one success, even powerful or not powerful. In the history, nobody success. But we may long for, may have in the future. So actually, why not? This way will not help. Now we are like 40 over years. We may stay another like 60. No, cannot be more than that. Whatever you do within 60. So sometimes because of this, some people how to do meditating? I have jobs. I have something like that. So sometimes we have to think. If you think these things, all things are within 60 years, you can be okay. This way is only that. If we meditate, if we find the liberation possible. So if we go normally, let's say it can be comfortable, it can be okay within 60 years for my age. After that, surely suffering. At the end, at the end of life, by crying, I need to go. So that is a very sure result. If we were used another way, we are not so sure as an ordinary. But that is for those who believe Buddha, there is a way to get liberation. There is a teaching. We also have practiced something we can feel. Not totally. Yeah, may have a different levels among practitioners. So because of this, sometimes we have to think in this way. So Bodhisattva, because of this, he is a prince. He relinquished kinship because it is quite easy to understand. Sometimes kinship will not be long time. Now he go to forest and practice, become Buddha. We believe he got liberation, happy all the time. If he continued to stay as a prince, no more his story, No, we will not learn his teaching. Names are disappeared. Now, although like 2,500 years, so we still respecting. You see Buddha, very great. Every day we offer food. That is just a statue, referring only, not real person. If it is a real person, we will not get up from in front of him. So all the time we will pay respect. So just this statue is just to remember him. Even a statue quite great. Every place has. So many number of people respect very much because of greater than he did. So if he continued to stay as a princess, so it will disappear. So for those who understand in this way, they will renounce. They were trying to find out truth, because we are approaching suffering. We are approaching suffering. Although we say after 16, no, 16 day by day, or now 40 over age or 50 over age, to say the whole day is good, a bit difficult. Resting much, good time is less. Not like a young time. Young time we study, we read. Just go to toilet, already rest. If the teacher pushing too much, we go to toilet. Okay. After come back fresh. Okay, no problem. So now not like that. Going to toilet is not enough for resting. Lying down on the bed quite much. Half a day we need to lie down. The other half day we have to do jobs. This is like 40 or 50. If 60, most of the time preparing for the body only. Take care of body. No more good. Food, something, many things to avoid. Cannot eat. Exercise. Exercise have to do, have to run. So a lot of take caring. So saying that not to be old, not to be die, like that. Managing, but not listen. Because of this, it is a stranger. This body is a stranger. We mark as a stranger is better. But if we mark, this is me, my friend, my friend not listening to you. So if so, we have many problems. Surely we have occasionally sick, sick body sick, mind pain. So if we have wisdom, body sick, mind may not pain. That is the Buddha instructed that old man. Although body is sick, have afflicted or something like, not to have being afflicted with the body or in the body. So the Buddha say it is a non-self view. So the Arhantas, Buddhas, those are very strong about that. Although we are saying just listening knowledge, now start to think. But we need to contemplate to increase knowledge. So next one is Raitato. Raitato is nothingness, emptiness. Those are similar because of definitions of anatta, But some words may strike your heart, your understanding. Some words are not striking. Yeah, that's an explanation. It's quite similar things. Different synonyms, different usage. Some usages are we understanding well. So the Buddha explained. The Buddha is a well speaker. As a well speaker, he can explain in many ways, many words, to understand his view, right view. So, Radado, nothingness, emptiness, we're trying to translate it into English using other synonym, maybe so correct or not correct. So, nothingness is what? Yata brikapidehi duwa suba sukha atta bhavehi radadaya. Emptiness of duwa, stability, permanence. Emptiness of beauty, emptiness of happiness, emptiness of self. Although we think there is those things, our thinking is there is stability, there is a beauty. We see a mirror, smile, like like that, prepare, cleaning. A lot of time spending in front of mirror. Good to see. Like that, some people bring all the time. So that is our thinking. So actually, emptiness or stability all the time changing. This hour we are happy, next hour we are sad. Because of this happy time we take photo and smile to mark. May not last a long time. Although we are happy now, still worry because later we despair. Although we are healthy, now healthy, good time, cannot be totally happy because next 6 months have appointment with the doctor. I have done a few things. One thing is for my eye, and go to eye doctor appointment. Come after 6 months. Now quite okay. And so teeth also the same. Dentist I go 6 months come. So some other things. Oh, so many 6 months. So I stop all. So every time I go, after I come back home, will be, before going, I have to prepare my mind every time. So although we think normally this is stable, actually not stable. We have to afraid the doctor's mouth, what he will say. A machine. So no stable, no peaceful. So cannot always, after I come back, we will rise up. Not many times. After a few times we will put down. Finally like that. So it is a bit sad. We don't want to think, but it is a reality. If we don't think now, later we will think seriously. By crying, cannot control. No time to prepare anymore. Now we think those things, we are not so happy, but still have time to prepare. Have time to prepare. At least it can be better. But it is cannot avoid. So we think dual stability, not really. We think beauty, actually not really. Once we wake up, have to wash face at least. If more, have to brush teeth. We need to take shower because the dirty things are come out. Just you sleep a few hours, 8 hours, the body show. If 24 hours, we become very dirty, ugly. So although we think beauty is actually we prepare very much. That looks good. Maintain a few hours only. After that, again, people go to work, very fresh, seem to be beautiful. After come back, everybody not to be close to each other. So not really beauty. So in the same way, happiness. We trying to be happy, but most of the time cannot be happy. It is changing, cannot hold happiness. If something is stable about the happiness, we no need to practice. So we will hold that because cannot be happy all the time. although now is being happy, but still worry. Not healthy. I'm not good about this pain. Okay, so but still worry for the future. That may not last a long time. So because of this emptiness of stability, beauty, happiness, and self, although we think there is those things, just thinking, reality is empty. So because of this, we need to think, Rita. This body is emptiness. It is a special way. Not normal people think. It is leading to liberation. So if we will reach Arita, no emptiness. So it is a Nibbana. Nibbana is something special then have. Duwa have stability. If it's stable, beautiful, whoever see happy. If so, can say it is a beauty. Because of beauty means when you see, you are my happy. If so, that then is beautiful. Whoever see Nibbana, they are peaceful, they are no worry, they are happy. So Nibbana is a beauty, have a beauty, have a happiness, but I cannot say self. Something special things, not mean self. Self is, I think, a wrong usage. Next one is dukkha. Dukkha is wordless. Translate. Wordless. Actually, quite the same. Wordless. No worthy anything. This body not worthy. So why not worthy? Because of empty. No stability. No beauty. No happiness. And no soul. So because of emptiness, nothing become wordless. So the same as the previous one. Another definition is because of very little, have to say wordless. For example, in this cup, water is very little. If this bandit asks, please give me water to drink, I may say nothing. But I have a little, not enough to drink. Not worthy to give you because this is very little. In the same way, this body is not totally nothing. Materiality, mentality, rising and perishing. Rising and perishing. Very short time, even not 1 second. Quicker than 1 second can last everything. Changing, like this electricity. Something gone, another thing fell. Something gone, another thing fell. Because of this, it seems to be this body. Actually, it is changing. So it can last only very short time. Although we say me, it disappear already. A new one come up. So very little exists. If someone practice vipassana very sharply, very fastly, rapidly, rising and perishing, everything outside or inside. So very short moment existing. So because of this very short moment, if it is very little, we have to say worthless, nothing. So two meaning, because of nothingness, worthless. Because of very little, we have to say worthless or nothing, like that. It is a dukkha. Dukkha. So dukkha is here translated worthless. Now, if so, that knowledge will lead to adukkha. Adukkha is worthy one. Worthy one. To get nibbana worthy, it is worthy. Because of ehibasiko, like that, worthy to invite, come and see. Nibbana is worthy. Once we see nibbana, so very beneficial. The life is very, very stable. So and there is a happiness, there is a stability there. So Nibbana is worthy to see. Body is not worthless, not worthy anything. So these are the definitions of non-self. About 5. About 5. About 5. So if no self, what are these body? So we can say as a brief for today, if we divide this body into 2, one is a materiality, physical body. One is a mentality, mental body. We have these things. So there is a brief dividing. Sometimes it will not be enough. What is the Buddha's teaching? How much we need to divide to understand non-self? It is among meditators a little bit different meditation, different views. Based on what we do, normally we are Buddhist. We have a Buddhist book, Sangha, like a first Sangha concept, second Sangha concept, now until the 6th. First, second, that is in India. Fourth council is in Sri Lanka. Fifth, sixth Sangha council is in Myanmar. So after the Buddha passed away, to collect Buddha's teaching. So Bande Mahakaspa start like that. It is the first they recite together. So all rules are put into the Vinaya Pitaka. Vinaya Pitaka is a Vinaya bucket. Rule you can see in those Vinaya. So all symbol on discourse, Sutta. Sutta means Sutta teachings are normal teachings like a rich man or king, like normal usage. Like water, use as a water. Not use hydrogen 2, oxygen 1, like that. It is a Sutta teaching. Sutta teaching is can understand normal vocabulary, normal usage. It is put in stories, put in one bucket together. They do separate. These are rule bucket, Sutta bucket. Another one is Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma is like a science. So this one is a body, me, you. This is Sutta way. Abhidhamma way is not like that. This is materiality, mentality, like that. Like a H2O1. So hydrogen, oxygen, like that. This teaching is Abhidhamma bucket. So 3 buckets. It is we call a Tipitaka, 3 buckets. So together with the commentary. Commentary is coming in from Buddha time. The Buddha teach something not, for example, first discourse, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. They practice 5 days or 4 days very seriously. The Buddha disciple, 4 disciple. Only 3 go for alms food, 2 eat, 2 left and practice. They don't go all because they are practicing seriously. Among these 4 days, just one Sutta, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, if we learn, say 5 aggregates are suffering. So surely we have a question, what is a 5 aggregate? But not mentioned in that Sutta. So the Buddha may explain 5 aggregates are what. But that is a question and answer. Memorizing is a main context, main content, only memorize. But as a teaching, when they teach that Sutta, not just teaching 5 aggregates are suffering. Students surely will ask, what are 5 aggregates? May say materiality, feeling, consciousness, formation, perception, these are 5 aggregates. Also may ask, what is the materialities? What is the feeling? What is the consciousness? May ask. These are question and answer. May have a separate Sutta. Later the Buddha teach. Keep it as a separate Sutta. So, but definition of this commentary also, what is the Dhamma, what is the Dhammacakka, they may ask. So Those are question and answers from the Buddha time. So first Sangha Council, second, third Sangha Council. Until that, they are just memorizing and teaching generation to generation, not writing down. In the fourth Sangha Council, they have not enough famine time. The country in the Sri Lanka suffering, so they cannot get food easily. So they put wet sand on the stomach. They're trying to recite, memorize, to maintain Buddha's teaching. At that time, they understand, in the future, will not be easy to maintain Buddha's teaching. We may not be able to memorize. So they write down on a leaf. On a leaf. So you learn Sutta, you learn commentary, or you learn Vinaya, you learn Abhidhamma. Everybody have their own commentary. So at that time, one person, Buddha Kosa, commentator, come to, he also very learned, so come to the Sri Lanka. So he want to write all these things. Already have separately their own commentary. For example, in your definition and in his definition, some are the same. But he go his way, you go your way. But I want to write systematically. If I have done about the five aggregate definition here, in his sutta I will not do, just I will refer, may not do repetition. At that time, many repetition, because if you learn this sutta together with the commentary, you have a commentary. He also have a commentary. Some are the same, some are different. So Buddha Kosa write down systematically. But the teachers are not alone, certainly. You write first one book. So he write Visuddhimagga. Visuddhimagga is just for the practicing Sila Samadhi Panya. Take out all from the Tipitaka. He take out related to practicing. Not like a story, background stories. He didn't put, mainly the way of practicing. So by seeing in that book, the teachers are satisfied with his work, allow him to write commentary. So his commentary we use mainly. We say Singha Atakta. Singha is how to say briefing commentary. Briefing commentary means not repetition. Not repetition. Repetition or repetition he refer. Because he write all books he can do. The other people cannot do. You are only this commentary, this is Sutta. You are that Sutta only. So if someone cannot do the whole, must be do repetition. So he can do the whole. Sometimes repetition he will left. And because of this, if it's Digha Nikāya, many commentary, Majjhima Nikāya not much. Because of Digha Nikāya already right. In the Digha Nikāya, for example, Brahmajala Sutta, any definition, Evam Me Sutta, definition quite long, about 2 or 3 pages. Next Sutta may not explain about the Evam Me Sutta. Finished. In the same way, Ekan Samyan definition, in the first Sutta you can see. But another, second, third Sutta will not have. So, in this way, he just no repetition. So, those commentary, no use his knowledge, no he write. He ask, he trying to see papers. He ask each bandits what they have learned. Before notebooks, they have to approach, but he himself have learned, surely. And some cases, very little cases, he trying to get some bandits opinion. Normally already from the Buddha time they have learned. So it is a commentary. So we use it is about 900 years after the Buddha passed away. So he started. Before also have some books. Each books, you are Digha Nikāya book, you have a commentary. He is have a Majjhima Nikāya book, but many repetition. Because of 5 aggregates, you are book also. He also 5 aggregates like that. So those are he may not do repetition. So his commentary is a Singaha Atakata. May say brief. Brief means no repetition. Originally many repetition. It is a Maha Atakata, great commentary, like that. So he writes that commentary is we believe from the Buddha time. Those are question answers. So it is for the Sangha Council. They write on the leaf. On the leaf, in the field in Myanmar. At that time already we have books, but the books are not nicely writing, because in the past books are very rare. They even not skip every line they trying to write. Not good to see. No paragraph by paragraph. Also, writing is not advanced. Not black, no white. All are the same things. This is a defined word. This is a definition word. And they not separate, so not clear to see. So at that time, Myanmar government got idea. Maybe this one books are not stable. Were write on the stone. So many stones on the stone write Tipitaka. Maybe all commentary or no, I don't know. Pali is all, Mula is all Mula they write. So also may have some books or leaves, but start to be they're trying to write on the stone, because this is Buddha's teaching. Buddha's disciples are very, very strong faith, also very knowledgeable. Those are practitioners who will go to Nibbana. So also faith are very strong. You see, until now, Buddhists respect very much. They were not allowed to despair easily. Even in their life, they may relinquish for the Buddha's dispensation. Because of this, they are able to do many jobs. So even nowadays monks, if they really need to do, will do for the Buddha Sasana. Because of their faith is very strong. Because of based on right view, based on they have a benefit already. If you have something benefit, you will surely support those things. Because of this, they write down on the stone is only maybe Buddha's teaching. Then we say that one is the greatest, biggest book in the world. Biggest book, surely biggest book. Writing on the stone is not so easy. Why they can do? Because of their faith, very strong faith. Also because of very precious things. So they do. After that, in the 6th, they write books, nicer books. There's some their mistakes, writing or typing error. They're trying to be correct. Because of Myanmar, who learn Pali is many, who understand the Pali books is many. So means we have fixed books. These are Buddha's teaching. We cannot use our own idea how to practice. So main things are these books. So there is a fixed books. Who learn these books are quite many, especially in Myanmar, who understand these books. Not just 2, 3, 10 like that. Maybe hundreds people. If some things we have an argument, we will discuss or no, like that. So because of this, how we should practice, how much detail we should do is need to work based on these books. Nowadays, quite many who understand this Bali, original Bali, especially in Myanmar. So because of this, Myanmar Sasana is quite stable. Because they accept fixed books. You cannot do your idea. You see this books, we'll discuss. If you have a new idea, show quotation or reference when you do. So because of stable, for even in bhikkhus, what is your rule? We are very clear. This is my rule. You can criticize by seeing in these books what you should practice. No, just a view. I may do this, I may not do like I cannot do. Once we accept this is Buddha's disciple, we must follow these rules. Yes, there is some monks in Myanmar not following a rule. For example, hold the money. But they say, yeah, not to hold the money is correct. Because I only cannot follow my weakness. I may not follow. If you can follow, you are better. But not trying to destroy teaching. That's the main thing. Some are not like that. Some are, if they cannot follow, it may not be Buddha's teaching. Something like that. Maybe this is someone right. If so, what is your rule? Actually, they cannot say very clearly. They accept Buddha's robes as a Buddha's disciple because many people love Buddha. So, but what is your way to stay? So, we have books. This is a way you can criticize with this if something is wrong. Like some government, for example, they have a law very clearly. What is the president jobs? You can criticize. If so, that is a good government. No rules, going on way is that is not really good. So, in the same way, the Buddha's teachings are coming from these fixed books. If someone want to maintain, trying to understand these books, trying to learn, do according to that. Yeah, you are little bit bad, some may not be. Anyway, that's we go in this way. We cannot decide ourselves how much we should do. Experience is not always correct. Someone, even a little, they mentioned very much because of their thinking, no reality. So we cannot listen this and that talk. We can listen, but we cannot mark it as a correct things. So it is a Buddha's teaching. So based on that, we may divide, for example, only two: materiality, mentality. That's just a brief, but we have detail. How much detail we need to do is we need to discuss. But discuss means among those who understand these books. If someone not understand, we cannot discuss. Only we may explain as a logic. Logic can say something. Logic. If you listen, you will know. You may be able to guess which one is correct. But basically, if we discuss among those who understand these books, it is okay. So, to be anatta is just a materiality mentality. We have a materiality, we have a mentality, but it is not self, non-self. Non-self, just a mentality, materiality we have. It is the same. No self, but have a mentality, have a materiality. So it is a brief. We may continue next time. Today we should stop. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And then sharing merit a bit late. We may not do question answer. Idame punyam nibbanassa pachayo hotu mama punya bhagam sabba sadanam bhajemi tesabe me samam punya bhagam labandu sadhu sadhu sadhu.